Hi everyone and welcome for another video of Resin Fun with Michael. As you can see, this project is again a 50 centimeter canvas and it's a round one. I also have already added all the materials that I'm going to use for this project, which is at first some broken glass. It is resin pigment paste that is a white, a gold, an amethyst color, which is a dark purple. And something that I'm really excited about is this holographic glitter. It is not really holographic, it is more like a chrome look, and it is basically meant for fingernails. As I don't really do my fingernails, I wanted to use this instead for this artwork and want to play around to see if this color shift chrome look works for the artwork and if it looks cool in the end. So I bought this on Amazon and I think it was shipped from China because of the shipping time that it had. But no matter what, after 3 weeks I had it in my hands and wanted to play around with this. I myself was pretty sure that mixing it with indie resin would not have the effect that I was going for, because it's no pigment itself, it's more like a glitter dust or something, so really fine glitter. I don't know what this stuff really is. It would work great on fingernails though, so I'm pretty sure of that. But mixing it within resin wouldn't have the opacity that I wanted to achieve, nor the look that I wanted to have. So in the end I'm just going to add this on the final piece with a brush and press it on there to make it stick. So you will see in the end. But as a small teaser beforehand, I really like how this one turned out. But first things first, let's begin with the first steps, which were taping the canvas. As usual, when I work with resin, I use some tape. Here it is duct tape or T-Rex tape, the very strong tape with the fabric woven into it. And I just tape it around of the canvas just to have everything tight, sealed, so that no resin is going to flow over the edges in the end. This is pretty simple, and this T-Rex tape, duct tape, whatever it's called around your place, is the best choice that I have found so far, price-wise and technique-wise. When this is done, I added the glass for the design that I had in mind. I must confess I did not really have a design in mind when I started. I just wanted to see where the road is going to take me. And I did not really want to make a geode look, but it should be shiny glitter involved because it's resin and something like that, but with no really plan having planned out before. So I put the glass stones on there, moved them around until I thought this might be something cool in the end. And when this part was done, it was time to mix the colors. Color-wise, I'm using some resin color pigments from Miss Colorberry. I really love them and I ordered them about a couple of months ago, played around with them a bit already and I've showed you. And she does awesome artwork when it comes to geodes and agates. So you should really check her out on her Instagram, because she has no YouTube, but she really is an inspiration and such a lovely person. So have a look and check her Instagram. I will link her in the video description if you want to have a look. So the gold and the amethyst color is from her colors and the white is from Art3 Creation, and this also was a recommendation from her. Besides that, I added some glitter because for my taste it always needs glitter when it comes to resin, and started playing around. Again, when I started pouring the resin I really had no design in mind. I had some feeling where I wanted to have which color, but I did not want to go for a geode look, so no separated lines. I wanted the colors to intermix, to interbleed, to layer over each other, all the stuff, and therefore I was playing again with my heat gun. I still don't have the feeling that I have the utmost control over it. Oftentimes I really wished it was less warm and had more strength when it comes to the air that is coming out there, that it would be stronger. But it isn't. It only has two settings. One is a very low blowing effect, but much heat, and the other one is a really strong blowing effect with even more heat, but it practically mushes up all the colors together. So this one is really something that I cannot really use, and the first setting is not strong enough most of the time. So for everyone here in Germany or Europe, if you have a recommendation of a heat gun that is really cool working with perhaps a couple more settings, let me know. But in the end everything turned out pretty nice, and I got some cells here and there, and I really liked how the entire piece looked. When editing the video footage, I just realized that I did not press the record button when I added this holographic glitter chrome stuff on the artwork, which is a really bummer. I wanted to show you. But what I actually did is I waited until the resin was almost completely cured, so hardly sticky anymore, and then I just used a brush and dipped the powder on there. I used it for the purple area on the left side and for the ring that I made for the upper part. So you will see when I hover over it in the end. So it worked pretty great, it stuck on there, and when everything was applied I just let it cure until everything was completely solid, not sticky anymore. So the next day actually. And when this was done I used the same brush and went over it again to just press everything onto the surface even more. I didn't want to push it down when it was still a bit sticky, because it would have perhaps created some awkward effects. I don't know. I just didn't want to risk it. And then the entire project was done. It was a completely different color design that I normally use, and it was more busy than I normally work as well. But I liked the entire design, how it looked in the end. I really much liked how the gold reacted, so that some of the gold pigments are staying on top, especially on the border, and that some of the gold pigments have moved underneath of the resin. Make up your own mind how you like it, if you like it, and let me know in the comments, as usual. And as I'm pretty sure that this question will also come up, what did I do with the tape that I added in the first place? Well, you have two choices. You can leave the tape on until everything is completely cured. The tape will not stick to the resin and you can remove it completely without damaging anything. The only difference is that you're going to have a lip of the resin forming towards of the tape, which you have to file down or cut down in the end. For myself, I removed the tape when the resin was halfway cured. So at this point, when the resin is already very sticky and not moving anymore, or almost not moving anymore, this was the point when I removed the tape. It will of course tear some of the resin along with it, as long with some of the stones that were sitting directly on the edge. This is something you cannot really prevent. And a tiny portion of the resin is going to flow over the edges. Not saying it's dripping down, this depends how long you waited for the curing time. But it will self-level a bit and form a rounder edge, so that you do not have this lip forming in the end. Whatever method you prefer to do, this is totally up to you. I just recently started removing the tape because you don't have to file or cut down anything afterwards. This one is also up on my Etsy store if you want to adopt it for yourself. But other than that, I would love to hear your thoughts. What you think about it. If you like the design, color choices, whatever, let me know in the comment section down below. Again, if you want to get in touch with me, all my social media links are also in the video description, along as the link to Miss Colorberry's Instagram channel and everything you need to know to properly recreate this thing. If you like this video, as usual, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done so far, and if you have any questions, please use the comment section and I will be happy to assist you wherever I can. So again, I really love how this one turned out, and I'm pretty sure it will look awesome on the perfect fitting place for it. And I can't wait to hear your thoughts about it. So once more, thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and other than that, I hope to see you in my next videos. Have a great time. Bye bye.